All right, good morning, 7th grade. This is my first video I'm doing for y'all, so I hope it's helpful. And the reason I didn't do it yesterday, because it was self-explanatory. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it Monday or Tuesday yet, so we'll see. But turn in your language books to page 53. Our assignment today is 53C to 55C, and we're working on diagramming. All right, so go to exercise C. Draw 2 lines under each verb, 1 line under each subject. Watch carefully for compound parts and verb phrases. So number 1, 53C. The visiting orphans ate and drank heartily. Look for your verbs. Ate, drank, it's a compound verb. Ask who ate, who drank? Orphans. All right, let's go to number 2. James and John were called the sons of thunder. Our verb is were called. Who were called? James and John. That is a compound subject. Number 4, apples and oranges are picked by hand and put into a pail or bag. So we have put and are picked. Who or what is picked and put? Apples and oranges. So in this case, we have a compound subject, we have a compound verb. You can pause the video, do the rest of that page. All right, on page 54 and 55, we are still identifying our subjects and our verbs. Go to page 54, exercise A. On separate sheet of paper, diagram the subjects and verbs from exercise C. Page 53, okay? So go back to page 53. Pull out a notebook paper. It needs to be, actually I'll talk about that later. Look for that. Okay, so number 1, number 2, and number 4, you don't have to do these on the diagrams, but you must be watching me. So you can either pick up your pencil and work with me, or put your pencil down and watch me. Orphans ate and drank, there's a compound verb. So when it's a compound verb, we must have a rocket ship on the verb side. Is this considered a rocket ship? Going left? I think, yeah, that's how it works. We have a dotted line for the connecting word. The word orphans goes here. You should write the word. I don't have time, so I'm just going to use check marks. Ate goes here, drank goes here, and the connecting word and goes right here. You must have a vertical line to separate the subject from the verb. That's for how you do number 1. Number 2 is a compound subject and a regular verb. So our rocket ship would be on the subject side. So our rocket ship would be pointing to the right. We have a vertical line to separate the two. We have a connecting line for the connecting word. We have James here, John here, make sure they're capitalized. We have the connecting word and there, and we have were called on the blank. And that's how you would diagram a compound subject. Now number 4, we have a compound subject and a compound verb. What do you think we would do with that? Well, we would have 2 rocket ships. So we're going to have a rocket ship this way. We're also going to have a rocket ship this way. All right. Apples and oranges, so apples go right here, oranges go right here, our connecting word goes right here. And are picked and put. So we're going to have, I'm going to run it out to demonstrate are picked. You will have, so are picked, this helping verb also goes with put. The way you know that is to try your helping verb with both verbs to see if it makes sense. Are picked, that makes sense. Are put, that makes sense also. So we're going to put an X here for the word are. We put X's in places where the words are understood to be, even though they're not in the sentence, if that makes sense. So we have are picked, are put, and we're going to put there. Okay, so that's how we diagram compound subjects, compound verbs. I will not make you do all the diagrams because that would be a lot. So on exercise A, you're you're supposed to be diagramming page 53C. So actually pause, or just don't pause it after I'm finished talking. This is what you need to diagram, all right? So pause the video and write this down so you don't forget. Great, I expect you to have written it down. When you diagram this, I want it neat, I want it numbered, like number 9, 10, 11, 12, and I want to like write page 53, number 9, then number 10, number 11, then page 54, number 1, number 2. So it's easier for y'all to score. You do not have the score key at home. So it's actually in my book, it's separate. So what I will do tomorrow, or when I attach this link, I will send you pictures of the score key. And then you will score it after you're finished doing it. I went over that fast. Hopefully it makes sense. If it doesn't quite make sense, text me. Or you can go on page 54, the examples in the blue boxes. That tells you how to diagram a compound subject, compound subject, and compound verb. So that can help you too. And I think that's all. Just do exercise C on page 55, follow this 53C to 55C. Thank y'all. I hope it goes well.